So as you guys can see, I've got quite the challenge ahead of me. And so here I am asking for help. My plea for help, okay? First thing. What's up, everybody? It's Lionheart16. Welcome to the Pride Lands. If you don't know, I am on a journey for collecting full set of PSA 10 Jolteons. And, I admit, that is not the hardest journey in the world, but I'm learning it's not the easiest, okay? I could be collecting Charizards. That would be really hard to finish. I could be collecting Pikachus. It'd be really hard to finish. There's a lot of Pokemon that would be harder to finish than Jolteon. But that doesn't mean Jolteon doesn't have its challenging points. I've seen some of the Jolteon cards are very, very expensive, and they're going to require a lot of patience and hard work and honestly just the right place and the right time to buy. But I've realized that I'm just going to have to buy them, and that's okay because I have the option to. I know where they are. I know where to find them. I know how to get to them. For example, this Jolteon Gold Star number 101 from Pokemon Power Keepers, okay? Gold Star, Jolteon, super expensive, very, very rare. It's going to be hard to get. Oddly enough, the rarest, most expensive Jolteon is not my current problem and might not be my long-lasting problem. But I have identified a problem in two of the least rare Jolteons. Check these two cards out. This is the Jolteon from the 2009 Rising Rivals, and this is the Jolteon from the 2015 Ancient Origins. Both are beautiful arts. I love both of these Pokemon. The problem with these Pokemon is they came out in extraordinary sets. Let's look at these sets. Okay, so here we have Jolteon 26 from Pokemon Rising Rivals. Okay, Jolteon 26 from Rising Rivals, beautiful card, ungraded, only a $4 card, one sale per week. But look at this graded cost. PSA 10, $118.32, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Why is this so expensive? I think I know why. Now let's look at the other Jolteon. Jolteon number 26 from Pokemon Ancient Origins, $2.75 a card. Rated $151.99. Okay, here's my theory about why these cards cost so much as PSA 10s. Okay, in Pokemon Rising Rivals, you have some iconic cards. This is when they introduced the level X, or level 10, level X cards. Snorlax, Alakazam, Surfing Pikachu, this other Pikachu, Flareon, Cracked Ice, 80. Look at how much these cards are going for, okay? These cards are just beautiful. Even Floatzel, a semi-loved Pokemon, but not like a crowd favorite by any means, $550 as the PSA 10. Flygon, Gallade, Miss Magius, like all of these, and Fernape, all of these cards are just incredible, right? An incredible set that just happens to have a Jolteon in it that wasn't the standout card in this set. So scrolling down, there's other Flareons, there's Vaporeons, there's other things, there's Luxrays, Snorlaxes, just beautiful cards. And then finally we're gonna stumble across a Jolteon in this set. Okay, same with these Ancient Origins: Mega Rayquaza, Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, Lugia EX. Just some of the coolest cards they had ever released, like a completely new artwork you'd never seen. And look at these prices on these cards too. So my theory with these Jolteons is, even though Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon and evolutions are super popular, they were released in a set that just had way bigger chase cards for everyone, and they just kind of fell under the wayside. And so with it, that means people probably pulled these cards that I'm looking for, that are my current chase cards, and said, "Ah, man, it's not the Rayquaza," and then put them in a stack of bulk on their desk, and it's been sitting in their bulk for who knows when. Maybe even threw them away. Who knows? Maybe there's someone out there who put them in a sleeve and in a binder, and they actually have them, but it's just in their completed set that they're not using. Also, just a strange thought. Someone's future chase Pokemon 10 years from now is sitting in your like leftover Pokemon cards that you pulled that you didn't want. Weird thought. Since neither one of these Jolteons were chase cards in their set, I think that is going to be one of the reasons why it's going to be extremely hard to even get one that could grade as a 10. Another thing that's really interesting about these Jolteons is they have reverse hollows of themselves as well that are equally as worth. And we all know the problem with older cards in the reverse hollows is most likely their surface got scratched. Again, it will be very hard to get a PSA 10 on the reverse hollows as well. Usually I try to pick between either the reverse holo or the normal holo, based off which one I think looks better or is just more convenient at the time. But I think for all these four, I want all four. So, uh, so this started about 2 chase cards, and now we're at 4 chase cards, and they're all going to be equally as hard. So the last really interesting thing about these Jolteons that I think will make it really hard to find is, I don't know if any of you guys picked up on this, but they are both Jolteon 26 in their set. I didn't look into that. I don't know why that happened. Usually that kind of thing is just coincidence. But since they're both Jolteon 26, I've noticed it's really hard whenever you're trying to find the card on eBay or TCG Player or in your LGS and just ask about the card. They think they have one, but they have the other. And I think that's just going to make this whole thing problematic just from the logistics side of things. But just for fun, let's take a second to check out the PSA pop report on both of these cards. Here we have the 2009 Jolteon from Rising Rivals, right? Pop report, 37 total submitted, 110 on the reverse holo. 110 on the reverse holo. I rarely ever look at the pop report, so please, if you guys are watching this right now and I'm reading this wrong, please tell me there's a silver lining and that's me reading this wrong and there's actually way more than this. But the way I understand this, there is 110. The standard holo, 22 submitted, 5 10s. Again, please tell me I'm wrong. Let's look at the 2015 one. 2015 one, reverse holo, 62 submitted, 19 10s. Again, that's way better than one on the reverse holo. That means I could probably track one of these down at some point. The standard holo, 170 submitted with 36 10s. I could probably track one of these down in as well. So as you guys can see, I've got quite the challenge ahead of me. And so here I am asking for help. My plea for help, okay? First thing, like and subscribe, but bigger than that, share this video. If you have a core of friends that are huge in collecting and you have a group of people who could really get behind collecting, chasing one singular Pokemon, if anyone really appreciates that, I could use them to see this video. That way they might check their old bulk. That way they might check their old binders. Maybe you're the person who did collect at this time and you ripped a ton of these packs and you're like, oh, I know exactly where my bulk is from that time period. I'll go look through it. That would be incredible. Please, that would be so cool. Or maybe you're the person that just has the means and the resources right now to be buying these packs, and because you're trying to chase after that Lux rate, and you're ripping these, and you get a pack fresh one of these. That's another incredible thing. If any of those things that could happen, I would love to work out some sort of line of communication with anybody who comes across these cards, to be able to try to get these cards from you, working out a deal or whatever. I just need help. I need help. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and share to your communities, because this is probably gonna be my longest challenge ever to try to find these cards. But today's twist and turn in the video, right here, I have found 2 of these cards online, one on eBay, one on TCG Player. The eBay one actually had pictures, and this is the eBay one. And the TCG Player one is supposed to get here on December 4th. I didn't want to wait that long to record this video because I actually got free time. Today's the day after Thanksgiving, so I've actually got a little bit of time to make a video. And we're going to open this up today and take a look. I got this one off eBay so I could actually see photos of it, and I thought the centering looked decent. Everything else looked decent. I got to see it in person, though. I have to see it in person. So we bought it, okay? We bought it. We bought it for like $11. This is a $4 card. We bought it for like $11. That's how much trust I had in it, gamble I'd had in it. So we're going to take a look at this live together, okay? I'm going to whip out my other camera, and we're going to check this out. Okay, here we are. This is from, let me see if I can show, like, this is like from eBay and stuff like that. So I don't want to have to blur their name out. Bought it off eBay. Have not opened this yet. Let's see what we have. Oh gosh, they protected it really well. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Will it just slide out? It will just slide out. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna have to get this out. We'll start with the back since we see it already. Do a big reveal on the front. Okay. We've got some damage here. We've got some damage. Got some whitening in the bottom right corner. I forget I can like zoom in for you guys, bring it in close. Got a nick right here. Got some, yeah, just some your standard wear and tear on these older cards that have, you know, probably been sitting, like, again, sitting in someone's bulk unprotected. Let's turn it over. This was the reverse holo of Ancient Origins. Man, the face is actually looking pretty good. I can't see any scratch. Oh, there's something right here. Oh, and here's something up here for sure. Dang. See, this was stuff I couldn't see on eBay. But right. I mean, this just goes to show exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this is going to be extremely hard to get this card into 10. I've ordered the other one off TCG Player, which you get even less of a preview for things. So it's a complete risk at that point. I have been almost successful. I got, if you guys saw a video a while back, I got a Darkrai and Umbreon from TCG Player before the big boom on the tag teams, and it got a 9. It's currently up in my eBay shop for a 9, but I thought it was pretty impressive to get a 9, PSA 9 from a random TCG Player buy. So, all right, everybody, that's today's video. Again, I just need help. I need help. These are going to be so hard to find. You can Google them right now and see a whole bunch of them online that aren't going to get 10s. This is the closest one I could see for the reverse holo so far, and it's clearly not going to get a 10. It might get a 7. Maybe an 8. It's not going to get a 10. Again, if you would love helping, share the video. Share the video. See you guys later. Bye.